What's going on, family? Welcome back to another episode of the Judge Your Mama podcast, where we talk about all the things entrepreneurship, podcasting, and more. Really, the more is how we out here trailblazing and doing the things that has never been done in our families. That's really what it is. And I'm taking y'all on a journey with me as I figure out this whole entrepreneurship thing. There is no blueprint for me. I am taking bits and pieces of what I'm learning from other people and I'm sharing it with y'all. That's really what this podcast is about. And there are some things that people are not going to agree with. Oh, well, judge your mama, don't judge me. But here we go. We're doing it. We are here and we're alive. And today I want to share with you 3 reasons why you need a podcast. And we're just going to get right into it. Let's talk about it, okay? Let's really talk about it. And I need you to get some pen and paper because you're going to need, matter of fact, don't get the pen and paper because what, baby? We on YouTube. We are on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, all of the places. We are on all of the streaming networks. So if you have not subscribed to the podcast on YouTube, do that. Okay? Do that right now. Just take a minute, pause, go subscribe to the podcast. All right? Now, also, I need you to go subscribe on Apple Podcasts. If you ain't got no iPhone, that's all right, boo. Because Spotify got you, boo. Okay? Spotify got you. Don't worry about it. And if you don't do none of them right there, you can pull it up on your internet browser, right? Because I know some of y'all, you don't mind pulling it up while you trying to do your work, and you still want to get a little, a little education on, a little encouragement on, and all that stuff from the channel. You can pull it up in the browser, okay? And you can listen to it that way. Just plug your headphones in, okay? It's all right. I ain't gonna tell nobody. It's between me and you, okay? Now, so some people might be thinking, Angel, what's a podcast? Well, let me tell you what a podcast is. By definition, per Google, a podcast is a digital audio file made available on the internet for downloading to a computer or a mobile device, typically available as a series, new installments of each, which can be received by subscribers automatically. All right. So with a podcast, it's really like a lot of your favorite shows and blogs and YouTube channels, like all the information that you enjoy, from comedy to suspense to education to health to talk shows, they're all put into audio form. Some people have video podcasts now, but that's a whole nother thing. When we think about audio, all of the things that you love are in audio form where you can listen to it on the go, wherever you are. You can listen to it in your house, at work, come on somebody, or even while you're in the car going to pick up your baby from school and you got to sit in the car ride line for a while. Hello, somebody. I feel you. I'm there. Podcasting started mostly as an independent way for individuals to get their message out there and build a community of people with similar interests. There are a lot of people and it's continuing to grow and grow and grow. But there are a lot of people, and not just people with podcasts, y'all. There are companies, there are radio networks now. Somebody done peep game. There are TV networks. There are churches, comedians, storytellers. Everybody got a podcast, okay? And if they don't have one, I guarantee you, we're going to get into, matter of fact, let's just get on into the statistics because y'all probably think I'm playing and it's not a game. It's not a game. All right. It's real life. Look at the data. So you saying, Angel, I can get a podcast, but who going to listen? Who got one? Let me tell you, baby. So according to Demand Sage, there are 383.7 million podcast listeners globally as of right now. And it is predicted that there will be around 424 million podcast listeners worldwide by the end of 2022. That's a lot of people. And 1/3 of the American population listens to podcasts regularly. 1/3 people in the U.S. listen to podcasts regularly. 78% of the U.S. population are aware of podcasts, and 41% of people in the US tune into a podcast every month, and 28% do it weekly. This industry is projected to generate $2 billion in revenue this year. And by 2024 is projected to produce $4 billion. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be in that number, okay? You ain't got to give me the whole billion. Just give me a little something up in there. You know what I'm saying? A nice little percentage. I don't want the whole billion. I want to share it with my people. I want to share it with y'all. So let's get into numbers. All right. Looking at the statistics alone, there is money to be made. But I'm just trying to give y'all information. I'm not going to get too far. I just want to give y'all the information. Do with it what you will. Okay? Do with it what you will. Don't say I ain't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. Okay? Get left behind. All right? Be out here a year from now. Shoot, 2 years from now. Looking at the game. Okay? Don't say I ain't tell you. All right. So let's really talk about it. Let's talk about 3 reasons why you need a podcast. Because that's why you're here, right? You want to know, Angel, why you telling me numbers. But why do I need one? Okay? Make it make sense, Angel. I don't care about the numbers. If you in business, you should. But, anyway, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I'm looking at the numbers, baby. I haven't always, but that's neither here nor there. 3 reasons why you need a podcast. Your audience is listening. Didn't we just talk about the statistics? Podcasts are one of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to market yourself and offer to an audience that is exactly who you're looking for. Podcasts are also a great way to connect with potential customers who are interested in what you have to say. You can be an expert and celebrity in your field. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Your audience is listening, okay? Podcast is one of the easiest ways and most cost-effective ways to market yourself and offer to an audience that is exactly who you're looking for. They're going to find you out there. Podcasts are also a great way to connect with potential customers who are interested in what you have to say. In business, you know, we always talk about the know, like, and trust factor. I truly believe that podcasts help you to establish the know, like, and trust factor, but in a faster way. Because people are spending more and more time with you. They see all of the content that you have there all laid out. If they got to go to LinkedIn and Instagram and TikTok to see all these different parts of you in a podcast, it encompasses all of that. I'm just saying. You know that during COVID, like the numbers, the growth that podcasts experienced was just ridiculous, right? And the audience is diversified because people were sitting at home. People didn't know what else to do. So you went to podcasts. A lot of people wrote books during COVID and a lot of people started podcasts, right? Where the money reside. We see the numbers growing. So I don't know about you, but I want to be where the money resides. This is also something interesting that I read online, that each week more Americans listen to podcasts than they have Netflix accounts. Y'all do with that information what you will, okay? All right. So reason number 2 of why you need a podcast. It's easy content creation. You take the audio file, and if you're doing video, take the video file, chop it up, transcribe it. Now I'm really giving y'all like the inside game. I'm really giving this to you. Take it, have somebody edit it. If you can edit it yourself, do that, boo. Okay, because sometimes coins don't be coining like they should coin yet, and so you gotta do it yourself. Take the file, chop it up into at least 3 different parts, right? Chop it up, post it on your social medias. That's video. Video content is where it's at. You got it. And even if you decide, okay, I don't want to be on video, but I still want to do the audio, you can do that too, boo. Take it, put a picture to it or some ocean waves to it in the sound and post it in all those places. Take the content that you have, chop it up. You can have it transcribed and then you have captions. You can have it transcribed and then you have emails. You can have it transcribed and then you have a blog post. But y'all don't hear me though. Whoop. But y'all don't hear me though. Woof, woof. But do y'all watch Sister? Y'all remember that episode? Maybe not. That's okay. All right. Number 3. And the third reason why you need a podcast is you can make money from it, baby. Okay? I don't know if you heard them statistics or not, but let me play it back for you for a second, okay? The podcasting industry will generate, as of this year, by the end of 2022, it will have generated $2 billion. That means that ad companies, they're sending all of this money over to podcasters to say, hey, can you talk about, can you put a little snippet here? Can you do this? Can you do that? There's money being shifted from other industries into podcasting. And a lot of it, clearly, that you and I can take part in. But we got to get out there first, right? We got to get out there. We got to do it and all that. One more thing. Podcasting helps you to build credibility and awareness. I think at an exponential rate. It used to be books, and books I still help people build credibility, and I'm giving you the game, but you know, do it what you will. I'm just letting you know what the people do, okay? But podcasting, again, it's the way to go. It helps you to build credibility and brand awareness. So you need one. All right. Let's talk about this real quick. So Angel, you've told me about statistics. People are listening. The money is residing in the podcast industry. Okay, that's why I need to do it. You told me I need to do it because of brand awareness. I need to do it because my audience is there. I need to do it because it's easy to create content from it and to repurpose content from it. I need to do it because, again, that's where the money resides. Okay, Angel, I get it. But how do I start? No worries, my friend. Let's talk about what you need to do to start a podcast. All right, first, I need you to pick a topic, and not just any topic, okay? Don't be talking about, I want to talk about carrots, and then you get sick and tired of carrots, and you ain't got a lot to talk about when it comes to carrots. Talk about something. Pick a topic that you can talk about for hours, and you can talk about it for hours. I want to give you your flowers and some champagne showers. I don't know the words, but pick a topic that you could talk about for hours, right? Something that you have taken the time to really experience, to read about, to listen to, something that you know and you can talk about for hours, and you've done your research and your study, or you've experienced this thing. Pick a topic like that. After that, so after that, you need to list out your superpowers, right? Your superpowers are going to be based off of your experience. What are the things that you've gone through in life? What are your skills, your talents, and your abilities? What did you go to school to do? What makes you different from other people? And so for me, an example, my superpower is I was a single mom. So I have that experience, and I can speak to women who are there, right? But even in that, I've started a business prior to, so I can speak to single women who are looking to start a business, or I've done those things. I can speak to those things. And I can also speak to people about starting a podcast because I've done those things. I've done the research. I've experienced the beginner ups and downs and just different things when it comes to starting a podcast. So I can speak to those people who are looking to start, right? That's my superpower in this season. So then after that, you need to create a podcast audience. What is that, Angel? So that looks like, who do you want to talk to? Who are them people when you looking at the camera or you're recording, you got your microphone and all that good stuff and you going in? Who are you talking to? What do they look like? What do they do in life? What's their profession? Where do they live? What's their demographic? Do they have kids? Are they single? You can even go down, what kind of car do they drive? If that's you, boo. I mean, depending on your topic, you need to know those things. And what's their pain point? What are they dealing with? What can you help them with via your experience, via the things that you can talk to? And also know, depending on how you set up your podcast, even if you can't, even you can know your customer's pain point and you may not be able to address it or help them. However, you can go and find resources in other people to bring onto your podcast to be able to help them, okay? You don't just gotta say, oh, no, I can't do that because I don't know. If you know how to find the people and interview, get them on your podcast so that they can help the people, all right? Because you don't gotta do it all by yourself. Now, look, in this, it's not about trying to figure out how to do it all by yourself, overwhelm yourself. That's not what we doing. Y'all already know, if you listen to some of my previous podcast episodes, you know I'm not about overwhelming yourself, overworking yourself. None of that. I'm about working hard and getting it done, but also being strategic, being smart, working smarter and not harder. Okay? So you need to do that. So how do you start a podcast? Come on, play it back. What I say, y'all. 1, what's the first thing you need to do? Pick a topic. Number 2 is list out your superpowers. Number 3 is create a podcast audience. You need to do all of those things. And then after you've done that, just go record it, edit it, upload it, and share it to the world. That's it, y'all. It's simple. It's not rocket science. It's not a hard thing to do. Really, it's just overcoming your mindset and believing that you have something to share, that you have something to say to people. All right? Get it done. Now I want to put y'all on some free game real quick. Y'all ready? Y'all know I like, sharing the things, right? Realistically, you could start a podcast in 24 hours. Like, in all seriousness. You can record, edit, and share a podcast in the next 24 hours. You can start it in a day. And if you want to know how to start a podcast in a day, I'll show you how. I need you to click the link in the description that says start a podcast in 24 hours. And I'll show you how to do it. But you got to click the link. All right, let me put you on free game. Did you know that you can start a podcast in 24 hours? I'm serious. Like, no lie. I am not playing games with you. You could start a podcast and have a podcast launch in 24 hours. All right. And if you want to know how to do that, I want you to click the link so you can have access to my super free, super easy masterclass on how to launch a podcast in a day. Like, no lie. You can do it in a day. If you want to. If you want to. That's up to you. All right. Because all you got to do, I ain't going to tell you. You got to click the link in the description to get the details. All right. But that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have been amazing today. Thank you for your Okay. It wasn't no feedback. It was just me. But one day I will be in front of a live audience. Will that be you? If so, make sure you're on my email list. All right. So that you know when I go live. It's not going to be next time. It could be. I don't know. Either way, I love y'all. And I'll see you again next week. Peace.